Hello everyone, and welcome to Kenya O'Clock News and Real Talks, where we break down the nation's biggest stories. Today's episode dives into a short, powerful, and compassionate rescue story. Today, Geoffrey Mosiria, a Nairobi County official who's been quietly and sometimes noisily changing lives on the city streets. Over the past few months, Mosiria has been in the headlines not for policy memos or council debates, but for rescuing people many had written off. One of the most striking stories, a Rasta man who'd lived on the streets for decades. Mosiria documented taking the man off a roadside spot, paying for rent, furnishing a new home, and helping him find employment. Steps that led to a tearful reunion with his family after more than a decade apart. The transformation went from viral video to real-life reconnection. That rescue wasn't a one-off. Mosiria shared updates about several people he's helped. A man who had literally been living in a treehouse, a homeless man who received an artificial leg, and a young girl found unconscious on the Nairobi streets whom he helped get medical attention. Mosiria has framed these actions as part of a larger effort, restoring dignity, reintegrating vulnerable people, and reclaiming public spaces. What stands out in these stories is the mix of immediacy and follow-through. He's not only filming rescues for social media, he's arranging housing, counseling, medical support, and job introductions, and then checking in. Local employers and organizations have been credited with offering roles and aid, giving rescued people a chance to rebuild. Of course, public rescue work has sparked conversation. Supporters praise the compassion and practical outcomes. Critics warn about the ethics of sharing vulnerable people's stories online and raise questions about long-term systemic solutions. Some rights groups have urged care over how children and other vulnerable people are portrayed in viral posts. These debates remind us that rescue is just one part of a larger social safety net that still needs strengthening. Whether you call it charity, activism, or civic duty, the bottom line is simple. Lives were changed. A man who lived in squalor for 25 years now has a roof and a job. A girl found unresponsive was taken for care, and others got prosthetics and homes. That's not just a headline, it's human life redirected. If this story moves you, think about where you can give time, money, or a voice to community organizations working beyond the cameras. To conclude this heart-touching story, Geoffrey Mosiria's selfless acts remind us that compassion costs nothing, yet changes everything, encouraging each of us to look around, extend a helping hand, and become the reason someone believes in humanity again. This has been Kenya O'Clock News, bringing you the stories that matter most. Stay tuned and stay informed.